Hey Zips fans, out here with the head coach of the Akron women's soccer team, Noreen Herlihy, for our weekly preview as we get ready for the Zips to take on Eastern Kentucky coming up this weekend. Coach, this is a week where you don't have two games, so just from a recovery standpoint, how beneficial is that to you to only have the one game and you sort of get a week in between to prepare and get yourselves ready?
It's been a massive boost for the players, because as you said there, we've played two games. Since we started up, it's been pretty demanding, especially when you have a smaller squad and you're trying to get a lot of work in and stuff like that. So it's good. We get back Ashley and Matt a little bit healthier, Carly Schlinsky a little bit healthier. So it's a positive, and it's a nice little just mental break too, a little bit for the players, just to have the one game this week.
You obviously have Eastern Kentucky coming in here on Sunday, 1 o'clock game over at First Energy Stadium. What do you sort of know about them going in now that there's a couple weeks to sort of be able to watch film on these teams and get some video of sort of what they're trying to do?
Yeah, it'll be a tough opponent. They're kind of like us. Their results have been hit or miss at this point. But again, for every coach, they're getting ready for their conferences. For us, we're going to approach it in the sense that not too much worried about them. Obviously, be mindful of what they have, their threats, but more about what we're looking to do as a team and improving on the areas that we're doing well, and just really enhancing those areas in our play where we need to continuously develop and get better. So the players are very aware. We've been watching some footage ourselves, and we know what we have to do, and we're going to go in there full of confidence. We're at home, and we'll be ready.
You mentioned getting ready for conference play, which is just a couple games away for you guys. I know throughout this non-conference slate, you sort of have tried some different things lineup-wise, substitutions, goalies. Where do you feel your head's at with some of those things, and do you feel like you've sort of finally got your set in stone, what you're looking to do once you get into MAC play with the lineups?
Well, if I was to be very candid about it, we definitely have, maybe the majority of the first 11 is pretty secure in our heads as a staff, and the consistency of the players is what you want to see. We've given every player a great opportunity for the most part, the best we can. We're definitely going to be fine-tuning it, and we've been, even down to the goalkeepers, we've been giving them fair opportunities, and the staff, we're all aware that in the next couple of games we want to get a little bit more focused into the first 11. As I said, probably 90% of it is pretty secure right now. I think players within themselves know that, but they can't get complacent either, and there's still a couple of spots up for grabs, and we'll see the next couple of games. But certainly when in 2 weeks when we get into the MAC, it's going to be a little bit more focused with respect to really getting that first 11 out there, and really pushing the real business meat of the season.
And then along those lines, some newbies obviously are getting a good amount of playing time as well. What have you seen from just the new faces on this team out on the field, if there's anyone that stands out in your mind as being sort of a top performers to this point, and what you've liked from some of those new faces?
It's funny, because when I saw them line up against the last couple of games, against Xavier the other day, I was kind of looking, I was like, we only really have 4 or 5 starters from last year's team, when you think you're making the step, and you have new kids that come in. But that's good, because it shows progress, right? It shows the recruiting that's getting done, and we're bringing in good players every year, and just like the starters this year, they'll be looking next year. But we definitely are willing to play the youth if they're good enough, they're experienced enough in our eyes. We don't get caught up with just like freshmen sit the bench, or seniors have to play just because they're seniors. Everybody in this program knows there's great opportunities. So kids like Lucille Abada has done a very steady, consistent job all season. The goalkeepers have been pretty steady, consistent. Ashing Meany has done a real nice job as a new player coming in. Bailey Bowers as a new kid is coming in, seeing lots of minutes. So they're the positives you look at, and that's just to name a few. But everybody's working hard, and while you ideally want to reward everybody for their efforts, that's just not realistic when we get into the MAC. And so players have another every day in training to show us what they have, and the consistency in their performance, and certainly when it gets to games.
All right, well, as we talked about, Eastern Kentucky coming into First Energy Stadium on Sunday. It's a 1 o'clock start, so come on out and watch your Akron women's soccer team on Sunday. Coach, as always, we appreciate the time.
Thanks a lot, Spence, and go Zips.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Go Zips.